Hello and welcome back to the Set Play Gaming channel. My name is Lad and we're doing the FIFA 14 Flashback Road to Glory with Portsmouth. If you did miss episode 1 where we went through the squad and introduced the players, you can find the link in the description below. Now coming up in this episode, we're going to run through all the results of August 2013. I will not be showing everything simply because I'm condensing each episode down to 1 month. I'll just be sharing the goals. Let's dive into it and begin with our pre-season friendlies. So beginning our pre-season with a game against Shrewsbury at Fratton Park, and this game would go the way of Portsmouth. We did actually really well. We started very brightly. We scored within the first 2 minutes. Ashley Harris with the goal. We're going to show you that here. Lovely build-up play at the beginning, and as the ball breaks here to Branford, he plays it through. Harris with the shot under the keeper's body makes it 1-0, and I have to admit we got off to a great start. We'd actually double our lead before the 10th minute, and this time it was Tom Craddock, and both these guys I'd imagine would be the surefire replacement partnership for when Adjamang and Connolly retire. The pull back here to Craddock, and he just sends the goalkeeper the wrong way to make it 2-0. That was the half-time score. Shrewsbury then got back into the game, and with the final 10 minutes approaching, Summerfield played Burke through, and Burke raced clear and put the ball past the goalie to make it 2-1. A nervy final few moments, but we ended up holding on, and Goodison gets his first win. We then travelled to Scotland to Tannadice Park and take on Dundee United. The game was settled by 1 goal, and the goal itself was scored by Simon Ferry. Lots of pressure here. Adjamang played in Ferry, and then Ferry gets into the box. His shot is deflected off the sliding defender and goes over the goalkeeper's dive. A rather strange goal in that I don't think I've ever seen a goal scored like that before. Last minute defending there, but couldn't keep it out. And that would be the only goal of the game. A bit of a poor goal really in the overall sense. Our play was very good. But we take the 1-0 win and 2 wins out of 2 for Goodison. And then going into the final game, we played Swiss outfit Lausanne. And this one was a lot harder, even though it was at Fratton Park. We would get the goal, and the goal would be scored through Jed Wallace. You'll see Connolly holds it up. Good experience from him. Wallace thumps it into the bottom corner to make it 1-0. 5 minutes before half time. And Lausanne would play better in the second half. They actually had a couple of chances to equalise, but we ended up getting the win on this one as well. So Goodison going into the start of the season proper with 3 wins out of 3. You couldn't really ask for anything better than that for warm-up games, and we'll start the season as winners. So we begin the Football League 2 season with a home game against Cheltenham at Fratton Park, and we would have to wait until 43 minutes before we create a really good chance, and it's Bartram's cross, and Ferry, how does he miss that? How does he miss that chance? We'll see here from the replay. He gets his head to it, tries to get it in the corner, it hits the post and goes wide. And then going back the opposite way, just as we thought we were going to go 1-0 up, we almost went 1-0 down. Harrison getting the better of the defender, Sonny Bradley, but then putting his shot wide. Needed a bit more finesse with the finish, Harrison. So Cheltenham showing signs of that warning at the end of the first half, and on the stroke of half time, the build up here as the defender slides in, we actually get the ball through to Adjamang, who gets there before the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's absolutely furious because the referee's given a penalty, and we see here he actually does catch his trailing ankle as he goes past him, and David Connolly, the experienced marksman, would be the one to take the penalty, with a chance to put us 1-0 up at half time against Cheltenham. Nervy opening day, and Connolly manages to score the penalty thankfully. And after a fantastic pre-season, you have to say, we thoroughly expected to create a couple of chances, but Cheltenham made it difficult for us. Just side foots it past the goalkeeper, who goes to his right. And in the second half, we had chances to add to our lead. We show a couple of clips here. Adjamang plays it inside. Barcham with the touch into the penalty box, and he ends up placing his shot wide. He kind of did do the right thing. Rather than just lash at it, he tried to place his shot. The goalie did well to narrow the angle. And once again, with 5 minutes to go, Adjamang gets clear of the defender Elliott, and it's a fantastic save. And that would actually be very crucial because Cheltenham would get a free kick. And as Portsmouth tried to clear, Johannes Ertel was robbed of the ball. And without even taking a touch, Vincent would plunder the ball in, just steer the ball past Sullivan. And we'd end up only getting a draw from our opening game. Very disappointing. And we run straight into the next game, which is actually in the Capital One Cup, as we take on Burton Albion. And these are the highlights from that game. This one was a really interesting game because I expected this to be a close run affair. As you will see from the highlights, the opening 2 minutes, out comes the goalkeeper March, and he's caught by Connolly, who punishes him. What a start to the season for veteran striker David Connolly. Certainly knows where to be, just sniffs out opportunities and punishes the inexperienced goalkeeper March. Just lifts that into the back of the net. I just want to show the replay. And then the game wasn't even 20 minutes old when Tom Craddock raced clear into the box. His shot was saved, then deflects off the defender. I thought this was an own goal, but they credited it to Tom Craddock. So we take a 2-0 lead, and then after 34 minutes, we then get another opportunity. Padovani would play it into Ferry, who plays in Holmes, and he smashes it in for 3-0. At this point, I was thinking the game's completely done. And I thought maybe Burton Albion would shut up shop. You'll see here, really lashed with a lot of power. And then before half-time, we would add a fourth goal. You'll see Padovani plays it through to Connolly. Connolly races clear into the box. Easy as you like. A nice placement shot by Connolly. That's his double. And at half-time, we have a 4-0 lead. Certainly not what I was expecting of this game. And then 5 minutes to go before the hour, we would take a 5-0 lead. Here's another opportunity. Holmes comes in. I thought he was going to shoot, but he actually pulls it back to the 6-yard box, and Connolly completes his hat-trick. What a game he's had. And then coming up on the 61st minute, Connolly plays in Padovani, who then plays in Wallace, and Wallace thumps the ball in to make it 6. Very surprised at how bad Burton Albion were in this game. Jed Wallace making it 6. And that would complete the route. We would finish the game 6-0 winners. Very comfortable. And this is on the harder difficulty as well. So really surprised. We cruise through to the next round in the Capital One Cup, on to the next game. And now we return to Football League 2 action as we are at Scotland taking on Rochdale in the league. We would take the lead after 26 minutes. Sonny Bradley from the corner. A towering header. Lovely corner by Jed Wallace. And that is a fantastic header by the centre-back. We can expect more of that from him. Lovely leap. Now, unfortunately, the lead would not last Rochdale hit back almost immediately. Just 2 minutes later, the ball was in the back of the net at the other end. Donnelly gets a cross in. The goalkeeper parries it, and then Ian Henderson just smashes the ball in to make it 1-1. Bradley would then be involved in a collision. He'd go down clutching his shoulder, and you'll see here from the substitutes, he's actually got a dislocated shoulder. He's going to be out for a while. We'd have to bring on Joe De Vera at centre-back. But then a few moments later, we would actually take the lead. Only a few moments later after that, Marcos Painter won the ball, and then his adventurous marauding run down the left side, crosses it in, and there's Adjamang. That's the kind of goal you expect him to score. He's all about power, and he showed it there. And then with a few minutes, last 10 minutes to go, a poor throw in from Rochdale, and Adjamang smashes the ball in after winning it from the centre back. It's a tight angle. The goalie there needs to stand up instead of falling down. It's a fantastic finish from Adjamang. That completes his double. And Portsmouth continue to roll with a 3-1 win away. And we'll move on to the next game against Scunthorpe. Football League 2 action as we return home to Fratton Park to take on Scunthorpe United. And some highlights to show you. We actually scored on the 39th minute. Adjamang, I thought he'd messed that up there, when in fact he did. He got tackled. But then we won the ball back. The cross comes in, and Adjamang onto his right foot with a low volley, a low cut volley into the bottom corner. And 5 minutes before half time, we take a 1-0 lead, much to the delight of the home crowd. Adjamang on the score sheet again. How can you leave that guy unmarked in the 6-yard box? And I thought 1-0 going on into half-time would be fantastic. Scunthorpe here, just a few moments later, giving the ball away in midfield to Padavani. And then just basically a hit and hope from Wallace. And Adjamang showing his power here, holding off the defender. Thumps it low and hard into the bottom corner to make it 2-0. It's going to be an advantage for us in League 2 to have a guy that's that powerful, just to be able to hold off defenders. Even if he doesn't score that many, if he just ends up sort of being a target man for us, it's definitely something useful to have around, especially when David Connolly's playing up front. And that would be the full-time score, a 2-0 win. Adjamang with a brace. And now we move on to the next game, which is against Fleetwood. Here we go, and we take on Fleetwood Town at Highbury Stadium. It's an away game for us in today's Saturday game. And Fleetwood Town would offer quite a good challenge. More of a challenge than I thought. And we would actually go a goal down after 16 minutes. You'll see here the Howell plays a ball over the top. And then Evans gets into the box. He's tackled, but then he just basically dinks a ball into the 6-yard box. Everyone misses it. Blair hits it. It's blocked by Painter. And Blair puts in the rebound. I'm surprised the other fullback didn't help him out there. We actually equalised. A lovely cross from Johannes Ertel into Patrick Adjamang, who's in fine form to start the season. A thunderous shot. Lovely cross into the box. Picked him out brilliantly. And that was the equaliser. And that was literally just after 20 minutes between two goals. You could watch goals like that over and over again. Fleetwood would take a 2-1 lead. Mutakil getting in all sorts of trouble with Evans on the left-hand side. And Evans' cross is headed in by John Parkin. We knew he would be a danger with his aerial prowess. And I think usually we'd have Sonny Bradley marking him, but obviously with Bradley being out, Parkin took advantage and definitely made use of his aerial prowess. Then try and equalise, and the goal would actually come almost instantly. Cresswell making an absolute hash of that. You'll see from the replay, I had to show the replay here as Bartram goes in. It's Cresswell's final touch that takes it over the line. So it goes down as an own goal. And then 2 minutes later, we'd actually take a 3-2 lead. You'll see Adjumang slide in, win the ball from Roberts, plays in Connolly, and Connolly here makes no mistake. Once the shot comes back off the goalkeeper, he just says thank you very much. Goalkeeper needed to hit that away from the goal, really. Cresswell not able to get there. And that was all before the first half. The game would end 3-2. Much needed 3 points as we keep the pressure on at the top of the table. Alright, strap yourself in. This is Johnstone's Paint Trophy. And we're playing Exeter City at Fratton Park. And this one was an absolute barnstormer. 7 goals. We'll show you them now. In comes Bradley Tarbuck. Chips it over the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. And this was after just 20 minutes. And then you'll see the fullback made an absolute hash of that. Presents Parkin with an opportunity for Exeter. And they equalise. The goalie did come running out, but too late. We'd make a 2-1 lead. You'll see the cross comes in. Padovani brings the ball down. His shot hits the post, and I'm thinking, oh, we've lost the opportunity. But Tarbuck plays it back in, and Harris heads the ball in to make it 2-1 after 48 minutes. Exeter would get back into the game. They showed plenty of fight. And Davies plays the ball in to Weiss. And look at this for a finish. Only just on as a substitute. I think he was only on 3 minutes. And he ended up scoring the goal that tied the game. And then after 64 minutes, we'd end up taking the lead. It's Ricky Holmes into the box, off the post, and then put in by Tom Craddock on 65 minutes. That is 3-2. We then make it 4-2 with 20 minutes to go. Craddock held the ball up well to Ricky Holmes down the left again, causing all sorts of problems. And he picks out Roman Padovani, the Frenchman, with a fantastic header. This one I'd want to see on a replay just simply because of the placement of the header. Gave the goalkeeper no chance. Makes it 4-2. That's 6 goals. And then with 10 minutes to go, Exeter, they're basically not done. They're saying, you know what? You can score goals, so can we. And Exeter came forward with 11 minutes to go. And this was a first time finish from Davies to make it 4-3. Thankfully, we would hold on. Like I said, 7 goals, not a game for defenders to play in. But an exhilarating 7-goal game ends in our favour. And we go through to the next round. On to the next game. So the final game of today's episode is against Northampton at Fratton Park, Football League 2 action. I'm going to show you the highlights. A quick snapshot there of the Football League 2 table. 3 wins and a draw. We are undefeated so far. And this would be a very frustrating afternoon for us. A couple of highlights to show you from the opening few minutes. And Ferry with a chance. The opening few minutes, great save by the goalkeeper for Northampton. Makes a great save. The pressure very early on by the front two would tell us Northampton gave the ball away. But we wasn't able to capitalise as Adjaman goes through. Goalkeeper comes out, spreads himself brilliantly, and anywhere will do for them in the opening few minutes. And then on the stroke of half time, cross from Holmes, and it was Adjaman who volleyed over. He had a similar chance in the other game that he put away quite easily, but it was just one of those afternoons. Blythe then ended up playing Nichols through, and Nichols manages to get past Joe De Vera into the box, and you'll see here, takes it round in Gala, and a great save by the goalkeeper to keep it 0-0. into the second half. Joe De Vera's header is saved by the goalkeeper for Northampton, who had a fine game in goal. And Northampton would break very quickly as O'Donovan plays Nichols through, and he gets the better of Marcos Painter. And as Nichols races through, I'm thinking this is going to be it. He beats the goalkeeper but thumps back off the post. Thankfully, we don't go a goal down there. 75 minutes, no matter what we were doing, the ball just would not go in. You'll see Ferry plays in Adjumang, who uses his strength, and I'm thinking finally we're going to get a goal. He beats the goalkeeper. Finally it hits the crossbar this time. Both teams hitting the woodwork in this game. We get the ball back. Adjumang plays through Wallace with the chip, and even that didn't go in. You just kind of know when the ball has that movement on it, when the game plays the way that it does, that it's going to be one of them frustrating afternoons. And so it would figure out to be both teams not able to score, and we end up with a 0-0 scoreline. But in terms of the actual things, 3 wins and 2 draws, we're undefeated. Let me know what you think, guys. Alright, that's the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed all the goals and all the action. I enjoyed certainly making the episode. And we'll have more like that for you in episode 3. We've actually been drawn against Aston Villa in the Capital One Cup, so that's something to look forward to. I will be back soon with episode 3. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.